Hi, and welcome to Lesson Book, Unit 3 for the Piano Adventures series. And this is the primer set. Okay, so I'm very excited to be able to go through this lesson with you today. It's probably one of the most important things that you could learn about the piano. And the reason why is because the piano is a map. Essentially, everything is a great big pattern on the map. When you look around you in the world, there's lots of different patterns. You can see things organized, like right here I have these binders kind of organized in like the colors of the rainbow. You might organize your toys in certain patterns, or you might hang your clothes up in certain patterns. There's lots of different ways that people can put patterns together, right? The piano is set up to where, and you might know this already if you've done the previous chapters before this, the black keys are in groups of twos and in groups of three, okay? Now, I've zoomed in on the piano because I want you to be able to see this close-up picture. But I want you to imagine, I've got my cute little card here for my, I think it's just one of those punch cards, but that's okay. So we're going to build a roof here on top of these three black keys, and we're going to pretend like it's a house. Inside the house, you have grandma, okay, and we're going to be going off of the first letter of each word. So grandma, the first letter of grandma is G. And then she's baking apple pie. And the first letter of apple is going to be A. Now here's your front door. And I've gotten this little gnome looking thingy. It's just a little tiny gnome. And this is our father, okay? So father is in the front yard. And then here's our backyard. I don't have a brother in the backyard quite yet, but I do have, we're going to move this into the backyard. And this is our dog, okay? And the dog goes into the dog house. Okay, dog D, and then brother B, and then meowing outside the dog house to the left is the cat. Hard to focus at this. See if you can kind of see it. There we go. And we'll put the cat here. And then on the left is this cute little elephant. And the elephant is on the right, okay? So, underneath every group of black keys, just remember that it's C, D, E. C, D, E. And then same thing here. C, D, E. Okay. Now we're going to go over the letters one more time, and I want to see if you can guess them. What was that very first letter here? Who is in the house on this floor? Who's baking the apple pie? If you guessed grandma, you were correct. And what's the first letter of grandma? G. Good. And she's baking apple pie. That's an A. Then we've got father in the front yard. And then we'll move him back here. Then we've got brother in the backyard. And then we've got the dog in the dog house. And you can always remember that because it's in between the two black keys there. And then the cat is on the left, and the Elephant is on the right. C, D, E. C, D, E. Now, if you look at it this way, if you were to start from here, from apple pie, wouldn't it go A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Apple, brother, cat, dog, elephant, father, grandma. Then it starts back over with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what I want you to do is I want you to play and say all of the white keys on the piano, starting with the very lowest key. Now, I don't have my whole map showing right now, my whole piano map, but I want you to go onto your piano. Hopefully you have this video playing next to your piano, and I want you to name and say all of the black keys, all of the C keys on the piano, starting from the very lowest one, jump up to the next one where the cat is, jump up, again, and guess what? The very highest key on the keyboard is a C, and I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen with you, but first I'm going to go back to the piano view. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this little side-by-side video here. Okay, so now you should be able to see the lesson book here. Okay, this is the page I want you to open up to. So turn to page 24 of your lesson book. That's the one that has the yellow band across the top. So turn to that, and then you'll see your whole entire keyboard map. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now it says there's 7 alphabet letters in the music alphabet, but how many times can A, B, C, D, E, F, G be written on the keyboard? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a little bit left over. 7 times. Good. So now what's interesting is it starts with A, so that's easy to remember, and it ends with C. And check it out. There's one small little black key all by itself right there. Now, go ahead and write the music alphabet right here, and then you're going to play and say all the white keys starting with the low A and end with the high C. Then you're going to practice playing all the C's. Oh, it says practice finding all the G keys. Then play and say all the A keys, and then all the B keys, and then do that with every single one of your music alphabet letters until you've learned every single one. Once you've done that, come over to page 25 and we're going to learn the CDE song. First, before you start, circle all of the groups of 2 black keys and write underneath it C, D, E. C, D, E. Just like that. Then you're going to start with your 4, 3, 2 fingers on your left hand, okay, right here below the middle of the keyboard, and then your right hand 2, 3, 4 fingers on C, D, E right above that. And you'll end up needing to cross your hand over like this, and then you'll need to finish up on the top, which my camera cuts it off, but I'll show you how to do it. So you're going to go C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E. And make sure you hold those for 2 counts on those E keys. Okay, so yeah, you're going to climb up the piano like a floating balloon, and then you're going to come back down playing and saying the letter names. E, D, C, E, D, C, E, D, C, E, D, C. Then you're going to do this song called Merrily We Roll Along. Merrily We Roll Along is using the C, D, E keys. So when it says find the keys, place your middle 3 fingers, open them up, and place them on the C, D, E keys. So thumbs and pinkies aren't playing, but they're still on the piano. So go right underneath those 2 black keys, and it tells you something about a step. A step is when you go from one key to the next key, or you go from one finger to the next finger, or you go from one letter to the next letter. Okay, so that's just a step. Think of it like going up your stairway. You're just moving from one key to the next key, one finger to the next finger, or C to D. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start Merrily We Roll Along, and the volume is forte, so it's loud. And we're going to start here in the middle of the keyboard. Right hand first, and I'll play it, and then you can play it. Hold it. All right, your turn. And once you play it and master it, we can do the duet together. We'll do that next time when you are able to play. And then notice the discovery. Where do the notes step down, step up, and repeat? Now try playing this song on the 3 black keys. So on and so forth. That should be your homework this week. You can do the FGAB exercise. Yeah, you could do this one extra page as well, actually. So on this one, you're going to circle all the groups of 3 black keys, and you'll write FGAB underneath those ones. So father, grandma, apple, brother. Father, grandma, apple, brother. And then this one, you're going to be doing your bunny ear fingers, so 2 and 3, 3 and 2. And you're going to start down here, and you're going to go 3, 2, 2, 3, and then cross over, or you can just shift. And you just want to move up the piano to F, G, A, B. Move, F, G, A, B. Move, just like that. Climbing up like an escalator. And then that's all you need to do, because then this next one we'll do next time. Okay, so then your next book that you need to do is your theory book. And that one, I believe you've done all of this so far. So this is all about learning the white keys. You need to find a home for these letter names. Draw a line connecting each letter to the correct key. Then write the letter name on the keyboard house. So like if you were to trace A all the way through the maze, I'll do the first one with you. And then you would write A right there, okay? Then label each key on the keyboard below, but I would do it like label all the C's, then go back and label all the D's, then all the E's. So instead of just writing like C, D, E, F, G, A, B in order, try to go like one at a time and go all of them at a time. I think you'll just learn it better that way. Then you're going to do this alphabet soup where you'll fill in the blank with the missing letters, and then next start with the A on the left and point to each alphabet letter, or point to each letter and say the music alphabet going up by steps from A to A, and then continue from B to B, etc. Now start with A on the right and point to each letter and say the music alphabet going down by steps from A to A, then continue going down B to B, etc. So basically what you would be doing is you would go like this. So you'd start with A on the left and you'd go A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Then you would go, first you go up, sorry, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Then you go down by steps. A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So then you just recite it backwards, essentially, is what you're doing. And then that should be it, because this is for next time. So that should be all for this lesson. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I will be back with your second video, and I'm excited and looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.